I have the governor of Bengal on the phone line. His Excellency C.V. Ananda Bose is with me on the phone line. Good evening. Good evening, Honorable Governor Sahab. This is Arnab Goswami here. Can you hear me, sir?
Good evening, Arnab. How are you?
Sir, I am okay, but the situation in your state is terrible. Our reporter has just been targeted and attacked. We can't even report. Hindu temples have been vandalized. And, Hindu deities have been targeted. Hindu shops and establishments are being targeted. As the governor, what do you intend to do, sir? Because this has been repeated too long. And a state minister is inciting violence. A minister in the state government is himself inciting violence. What is your view, sir, as governor?
You see, vandals and scandals are marring the body politics of Bengal. Violence has been there in Bengal, which is marring the social political life there. In the recent days, we saw wanton violence on the streets. When politics is mixed with religion, it's a heady concoction which affects the people of Bengal. Yes, immediately on the receipt of the report about riots in the street, as governor, I had taken it up with the authorities at the center and the state for the deployment of central forces there. It required the intervention of the Honorable High Court for central forces to be deployed there. If the violence continues there, it means strong and perceptible action is required. Bengal cannot afford this kind of a situation at all. Of course, protest is natural in a democracy, but we cannot allow protest to degenerate into violence. It is violence which is marring the atmosphere there. Certainly, all authorities have to come together and take stern steps against this. This kind of situation has to be dealt with an iron hand. It will be dealt with an iron hand. Let us wait for the entry of the central forces there. I hope the situation will come to normalcy very soon.
Sir,
Secondly, your question about ministers interfering in your inciting violence.
Sir, there were reports of BSF. There were reports of BSF also being targeted. We got half an hour back.
See, I'm very confident. India has a strong military force, paramilitary force, which can take care of any situation. Any attack on BSF is only a foolhardy attempt. This nation knows how to contain such situations.
Come on.
What Bengal needs now is action, strong action, nothing but strong action.
Sir, but Mr. Bose, these are words. Only 5 companies of BSF being deployed in Murshidabad are not enough. I mean, the violence is too spread out. Just 5 companies of BSF is not going to be able to handle the situation. And, it just seems insufficient given what's happening.
Your observation is valid. Certainly, if more forces are required,
come on,
steps will be taken to see that adequate forces are deployed immediately.
It's very clear with what is happening in Bengal. Mamata Banerjee has completely lost all control. Now, the Calcutta High Court had to step in today to say that paramilitary force needs to be deployed. Now, the question being asked is this the time that the army should be deployed? Is this the time that there should be president's rule in West Bengal? Sir.
Is it a question to me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, to you.
Well, this is a situation which our paramilitary forces can easily handle. Let's wait for some time.
So you believe paramilitary forces can handle this? Then why was it that in Dhulian we saw army vehicles on standby?
You see, the operational aspect of the forces is something which is better left to themselves in an hour of crisis. As governor, I do not want to interfere in that and comment on it now. But I understand and appreciate your anxiety.
I think his name is Siddiqullah
Chaudhary.
Siddiqullah Chaudhary has threatened to bring Kolkata to a standstill by bringing 1 lakh Muslim groups in. And he says, I will tighten the situation in the districts, then I will tighten Kolkata. But there is no, it's a cabinet minister threatening violence, Mr. Governor. Your Excellency, a cabinet minister is threatening violence and blackmailing the people of Bengal. And we are concerned, and we can't, it's never seen before. What do you think of this situation? Mamata Banerjee hasn't said anything. Don't you think Mamata Banerjee should take some action against her own minister, who's threatening violence, who's blackmailing the people of Bengal? Should Mamata Banerjee not act against Siddiqullah Chaudhary? What is your advice on that, Mr. Governor?
I do not want to come on the public domain about such a sensitive issue, but I take your observation very, very seriously. I will certainly convey it to those concerned with all the seriousness it deserves and take appropriate action at the appropriate time. Let me not venture into any public statements on the sensitive issues now.
So you've always talked of a healing touch. My last question to you is whether you would consider that in Murshidabad, in the violence-hit areas, would you travel there? Would you meet the members of the Hindu community to let them know that there is someone standing behind them, if not the state government?
Of course, various sections of society are always in touch with me. The opposition parties, political parties are all in touch with me. I'm accessible to them. I'm receiving a lot of requests and complaints and grievances. In the peace room, I'm attending it personally, talking to people. Whatever is required of a governor will certainly be done.
Would you speak to Mamata Banerjee on this?
I already spoken to her.
When did you speak to her?
In the public domain.
When did you speak to her last, sir, on this?
A few hours back.
But about an hour back, sir? Sir?
Well, what transpires between the governor and my esteemed constitutional colleague, the
No, I understand, but you spoke to her today, earlier today?
In the last 3 days, we have been in constant contact.
How is she responding? I mean, what can you, you don't have to give the details, but is she being defensive? Is she being confrontational? Is she being responsible?
Since she has expressed certain views to me in confidence, let me not betray that confidence. I don't want to share it in public, but contact is there with the government of India, with the state government and various other authorities, the political parties. I am in touch with them.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Bose, thank you so much for joining me. We'll remain in touch as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.